Alright, so we are off to Mexico for 2 weeks of full-on Spanish immersion. I'm here in Heathrow, the familiar trek through Terminal 3. So I'm flying to Cancun, where I'm going to hopefully manage to meet up with Jan. But the first order of business is coffee, because it's really early.
Good morning everyone, so here we are, finally ready to this trip to Latin America.
So this series is going to be all about immersion in a language. So if you travel abroad to get practice in a foreign language, how do you make the most out of it? And I think me and Jan are both really excited about this because we're at different stages, and it's going to be different for both of us. Like for me personally, I've spoken Spanish for quite some time, so I'm really excited to get to know a totally different variety of Spanish, Mexican Spanish. But for Jan, it's much more about actually growing confidence and learning the language itself. So we're going to be looking for opportunities to really learn in those two different ways.
Ready for flight number 2. So here we are, just arrived in country 99, Mexico. In the hotel room, and the view. Olly is supposed to arrive in 1 hour, so let's see if he can find his way to the hotel. Good morning everyone, so here we are in Cancun. Olly, how is Cancun? What are your first impressions?
It's really hot.
It's really hot.
Super hot, and we can't find a bus.
Okay, that one is not gonna stop.
We both just arrived. We don't really have any plans. We don't know where we are. Don't know where we're going.
Exactly.
Which is kind of cool, though, right?
Which is
it's
cool.
nice feeling.
So we're gonna explore the city and well, use Spanish, right?
We had quite a good introduction to Spanish. Like
Exactly.
We arrived late last night, and we already sat out speaking with some new friends for like a few hours in Spanish, learning all these Mexican phrases.
words. Que padre.
Que padre.
What else?
Jalo.
Jalo, what did that mean?
Jalo meaning like, no, it means great, it means good.
Oh, great.
Jalo.
Jalo.
Acabamos de llegar y no sabemos por dónde vamos. Así que usted decide.
No, pero que como de qué.
Que vamos a pasear.
Ah, pasear.
Pasear a ver lo que hay. El calor de hoy es como siempre.
So Olly, what are we gonna buy today? Hey friend, your friend is there, Olly.
Yeah, our friend is there. Friends are everywhere apparently. We hadn't met them.
If you ask me, a little bit too touristy here.
So we just arrived in this market in the center of Cancun called El Mercado 28, algo así. And it's cool, but it's just like this assault of like, hey, my friend.
Our first Mexican lunch. The food is good, just a little bit noisy here. Now Jan's impressive Spanish, la cuenta por favor. ¿Podemos pagar? So Olly, how do you feel?
I feel good. I feel weird walking down the street in Cancun talking to the camera.
We
are basically in tourist capital of the world right now.
Okay, so this is called the Zona Hotelera, I think. And this is basically where all the hotels are. Yeah, very touristy. This is not very the authentic Mexico we came from, but maybe at least worth to spend a day here.
Well, we've got to see it, right? I mean, it's nice to see Cancun much more whilst we're here. We've come to this zone, and it's called the Hotel Zone, La Zona Hoteleres,
Yeah.
I think. And it's basically a beautiful stretch of beach with lots of hotels. And we just came to have a look because we're here and we wanted to see it. So we just tried to go into this hotel that you can see back here, and they basically threatened to call the police because we didn't have wristbands. Here we are in a terrible place.
isn't it?
I wish you were in rainy London.
Isn't it awful? Yeah. So, what are your impressions of Cancun then? On the first
Cancun
day?
it feels a little bit American here, no? Don't you think so? Like it's pretty. Everything is far away from each other. Of course, the climate is much better and the beaches are much better. Do you have any problems with communication here? You're doing most of the speaking for us now because your Spanish is better.
Yeah, so far, yeah. Although, yeah, you're going to have to be careful though, because
Exactly.
it's difficult. Like if you travel with somebody who is when you've got different levels, like it's easy to kind of like not
Let the
not-
other
not
person do
speak
the talking.
so much, right? So yeah, you're going to have to. I'm going to have to stop talking
Yeah.
soon. I think. Basically, every often when we're talking, it just takes. I have to kind of think
Yeah.
for a second and
Uh-huh.
have to.
So you're still
So
not.
just process the language a bit. It's not a question of not understanding. It's just like, oh, that's what he's saying, and he's saying it in that way. They seem to understand on the most
Yeah.
for the most part, but it's just that I think I'm saying stuff in a very Spanish way, which
Yeah.
they're not maybe so used to.
Yeah.
So we have to.
To get
But it's the
into-
first day, right? So I think
It's the
we're just
first
getting
day.
used to it. But I've you've been like talking with people and stuff. I mean,
Yeah, so it was interesting yesterday. I had a conversation with my taxi driver actually, and it was my first conversation in Spanish since, I don't know, a few years. It went pretty well. Of course, I didn't get all the words, but I have to think before I say things. But I think we'll be okay during those 2 weeks here.
yeah, and I can see like you'll go up to someone on the street and you'll ask them a question even if you're not.
No, that's I can do those things without problems. It's just that it's not very natural. So hopefully, you're gonna push me a little bit out of my comfort zone, because
Yeah.
if you're gonna do all the speaking, then
No, yeah, that's not going to happen. So right now we've had a bit of a kind of a tourist slap in the face. I think today, like we've just realised that Cancun is extremely touristy,
yeah.
which is cool. It's been nice to see all this stuff.
Mhm.
But I think tomorrow we're going to head out of
Yeah.
out of this place and actually
Go to the pyramids maybe.
go and see some of the ruins, or maybe head down the coast. We haven't really decided yet.
In Latin America, the people are super friendly, and I have to say, before I came to Mexico, I was a little bit afraid, that I was that we were going to end up in a dodgy place, because of course Mexico, you hear lots of stuff about this country. But it's actually very nice here, and looking forward to spending another, I don't know for how much longer we're going to stay in Mexico, but looking forward to the rest of our stay here.
Yeah, because we're going to be going down to Belize as well. Possibly Jan's going to go on to Guatemala. So yeah, see you tomorrow.
See you soon.
Adios.
Adios.